Hi guys, this is the instructional video for Thursday. Today you're going to be working on your density review for your summative for tomorrow. This is a review, and when you click on the first thing when you click on it, you are going to see your periodic table, and you are going to locate the density of the unknown elements. And you can see here at the bottom, like an example, hydrogen is 0.089, that's the density. Lithium is 0.53. So at the bottom of the chemical symbol, you'll see your densities. So you're going to use this when you answer your question. So you're going to have to go back and forth to use the periodic table of elements to look for the density. So question number 1 says the physical property. So it shows you a picture of matches, and the physical property is no conduction, red color, brittle, not magnetic, not ductile, solid at room temperature, and you're going to calculate the density of the element. So I give you the mass and I give you the volume. You need to get the density. So remember, the formula for density is density equals mass divided by volume. So the first thing you're going to enter in the calculator is the mass. Then you're going to enter the volume. So you're going to divide mass first, divided by volume, and that's going to give you your density. So don't forget, you will type in the mass first, the divide symbol next, and then the volume, and that will give you the answer for density. Then you're going to tell me if it's a metal, non-metal, or metalloid, and then you are going to let me know if it is, what is the mystery element. So when we go back to the periodic table, remember that the metals are going to be located to the left, right? And the non-metals are located to the right, and also that's including hydrogen. And then your metalloids are the zigzag. So you need to remember that, okay? So we're going to go back, and then you will pick the answer it belongs. So you really do, if that periodic table is not showing if it's a metal, non-metal, or metalloid, look it up on Google, look for a periodic table, and that should tell you if that is, just by looking at the density, what element it belongs to. But pretty much you don't have to look at on Google for a periodic table. You could just, the density that you get, just look for the density, okay, the number right here, like what I'm doing right now, and then that's going to tell you what element it is, and then from there you can know if it's a metal, non-metal, or metalloid, okay? And just remember, metalloids are right here, they're in the zigzag, okay? So boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, okay? All those are your metalloids, and hopefully you have your notes so you can look at your notes for that. Okay, so question number 2, I give you the physical properties. So it says conductor, shiny luster, malleable, remember flat into a thin sheet, not magnetic, not ductile, but solid at room temperature. You're going to calculate the density of the element. So I give you the mass and I give you the volume. You're solving for densities. Don't forget, mass divided by volume. So the first thing you're going to enter in the calculator is your mass, then the division symbol, and then the volume, and that will give you your density. You would tell me if it's a metal, not metal, or metalloid, okay? And then when you go back to tell me what the mystery element is, look at the density number, and go back to your periodic table and look for the number. And whatever number it is, then that is your element, okay? You would do the same thing for question number 3. Question number 3 says physical properties are semiconductors. Remember, semiconductors. So who's semiconductors? It means they vary, okay? Shiny luster, brittle, non-metallic, non-ductile, solid at room temperature. So I hope you're using your notes that we took a few weeks ago about your physical properties of metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Okay, I hope you're taking those notes down, or you took those notes down. Oh, the same thing you're going to do is you're going to calculate the density of the element. I give you the mass, I give you the volume, you're solving for density. You're also going to tell me if it's a metal, non-metal, or metalloid by these physical properties. This is the one that's, I talked about semiconductors and also how they vary, right? So what is the mystery element? Again, to find the mystery element, you would look at the density, go to the periodic table, and find the number, and then that will be your element. Question number 4, the physical properties is a conductor. It has an orange luster. It is malleable. It's non-magnetic, but look at it's ductile and it's solid at room temperature. So you're going to calculate the density of the element. I give you the mass, I give you the volume, solve for density. By your physical properties, you're going to tell me is it a metal, non-metal, or metalloid. What is the mystery element? Look at the density number, go to back to the periodic table, and look at the very underneath the symbol, look for the number, and that will be your element. Question number 5, the physical property is semiconductor. Semiconductor. Remember again, it's a key word, semiconductor, shiny luster, but it's brittle. It's non-magnetic, it's not ductile, it's solid at room temperature. So again, you're going to calculate the density of the element, and I give you the mass, I give you the volume, you're going to solve for your density. Again, you're going to, in your calculator, you would type in your mass first, divided by your volume, and that will give your density. And then 2 is, it is a metal, non-metal, or metalloid. Okay, so you're going to look at your physical properties. Is it a metal, non-metal, or metalloid by these physical properties? And what is the mystery element? Look at the density, go back to your periodic table, look at the numbers at the very bottom of the symbol, and locate the number, and that will be your element. So you have 5 questions that you are working on, okay? Only 5. And so you're going to have to do some calculations. You're going to have to do some, um, look at the periodic table. Again, look at your notes. You have your notes. So take out your notes before you start this. You need to take out your notes so you can answer these questions, because I know a lot of you took notes on physical properties of metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. But that is what you are doing today. If you have any questions, you can message me on Schoology. Thank you guys. Bye.